And we've built in a technology in the Mac OS X's mail called adaptive latent semantic analysis. Now, what is this? I don't know, but it works. And basically, I click on this and I get a chance to pretty myself up. And before I accept it, and I accept it here. Hi, Al.
How you doing?
But this is what they're up to. I'm going to pick bulge here. Oh, light tunnel's really great when you want to sort of play God here. And so I think we're going to just waste an awful lot of productivity here. But
I actually looked at an Apple ad from 1978. It was a print ad that shows you how ancient it was, and it said thousands of people have discovered the Apple computer. Thousands of people.
And so we're getting a lot of input that people want this BASIC to be floating point. And like we're begging Woz, please, please make this floating point.
Who's we? How many people are in Apple?
Well, me.
Yeah.
We're begging Woz to make this floating point, and he just never does it. You know, and he wrote it by hand on paper.
Next thing I knew, Steve called me up and said, "Don't worry about that negotiation with Gil Amelio. You can just talk to me now." And I said, "Wow."
Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to my weekly podcast, Super Secret Apple Rumors, featuring the hottest rumors about our favorite company. I have some pretty good sources inside Apple, and this is what I'm hearing. The next iPod will be huge, an 8-pounder with a 10-inch screen.
How do you look at yourselves in this landscape today?
Because you are competitors in certain ways, which is the American way, right?
We watch the commercials.
And you get annoyed at each other from time to time.
You know what? I have to confess, I like PC Guy better.
Yeah, he's great.
I like him.
You know, the art of those commercials is not to be mean, but it's actually for the guys to like each other.
Thanks.
PC Guy is great.
I like PC.
Got a big heart.
And accessories for iPod. It's an incredibly thriving ecosystem. They announce products even before we want them to.
In a few cases like the Zune, that if you go over to that group, they think of Apple as a competitor. They love the fact that Apple's created a gigantic market, and they're going to try and come in and contribute something to that.
And we love them because they're all customers.
The early people getting their software ready for the introduction of Xbox 360.
And we never ran an ad on that.
I see. Admirable restraint. That's wonderful.
There were hundreds of them.
Steve is so known for his restraint.
Well, and an iPhone.
And an iPhone.
You have one?
I do.
Right here?
Yes.
Well, he has when he took it out before. What is the
You need to tell me where the restroom is, too, because I'm deathly ill, actually, and ready to throw up at any moment. So.
Yeah, it's right across the hall.
Great. I'm not joking.
That's kind of like a sweater without sleeves as a vest. I don't get that.
That was what they used to say about me when I was in my 20s.
Okay.
It's got buying stolen property. It's got extortion. I'm sure there's sex in there somewhere. I'm about 6 months older than he is, but roughly the same age. And now, when we're working at our respective companies, I don't know about you, but I'm the oldest guy in the room most of the time. And that's why I love being here. And sometimes when we get rid of things like the floppy disk drive on the original iMac, people call us crazy.
Or at least premature, maybe.
No, they call us crazy.
Oh, okay.
And now choices. That's what a lot of customers pay us to do, is to try to make the best products we can. And if we succeed, they'll buy them. And if we don't, they won't. And it'll all work itself out. So you know, so far I'd have to say that people seem to be liking iPads. You know, I mean,
We've sold one every 3 seconds since we launched it.
Steve and Apple.
Well, first I want to clarify, I'm not fake Steve Jobs.
And you guys have to stop making me blind, or I'm going to fall off the stage here like Bob Dole. Thank you. Do you know how many copies of a Photoshop Adobe ships every month? Billions.
It's really hard to demo when your CEO is making faces on stage.
The back of this thing looks better than the front of the other guys, by the way. And these things are ugly. And the winner of the first PowerBook is, oh, Steve Jobs. No. There I am. Hello, Mom. A company called Scalar has brought a USB microscope out for the Mac that is phenomenal. It looks like something else, but it's really a microscope. And I have not had a chance to bring one of these home and play with it with my kids. I've got a little bug here. All right. Well, that's why we have backup systems here. Let's see what's... Here's a third. Happy New Year. Now, these things make me slightly embarrassed to be a human. We can do better than this. The new Power Mac G4s have the power to burn CDs, DVDs, oh yeah, and Pentiums too. So we're going to put a flat display on the front. Who needs the back? There it is. The new iMac, ladies and gentlemen.
And how much was the, I think you were telling us earlier?
That was $31,000.
That Apple paid you for
the floating point BASIC. And I flew out to Apple. I spent 2 days there getting the cassette. The cassette tapes were the main ways that people stored things at the time.
Right.
And, you know, that was fun. And so we were working together. The schedules were uncertain. The quality was uncertain. The price. When Steve first came up, it was going to be a lot cheaper computer than it ended up being, but that was fine. So we made this bet that the paradigm shift would be graphics interface, and in particular that the Macintosh would make that happen with 128K of memory, 22K of which was for the screen buffer, 14K was for the operating system. So it was
14K. Yeah, 14K.
Yeah, and we were actually negotiating a deal to invest and make some commitments and things with Gil Amelio.
We had some very strange ads back then. We had one where it was in a kitchen, and there was a woman that looked like the wife, and she was typing in recipes on the computer with the husband looking on approvingly in the back. Yeah, stuff like that. We hired a low-paid beta tester to beta test this app for an entire year, and here he is in the process. And this feature, a lot of people thought we would never add until this happened.
I mean, when I started in this business, one of the biggest challenges was people couldn't type. You know, and one day we realized that death would eventually take care of this. And so
we're introducing a revolutionary new product for your iPod. Socks. They're really cool, actually. You can put your iPod in them, and they go like that. They keep your iPod warm on cold days. They protect it, and they give you a little more personality.
I've got one right here in my pocket. It's not that I'm just happy to see you. And that's it.
Longhorn. And that's the days until Longhorn. Just counts them down. But I have something to tell you today. Mac OS X has been leading a secret double life for the past 5 years. See what stocks are doing? Well, we're down a little bit today. Well, we still got a lot more to go in the keynote, don't we? I don't know that there's ever been a slide that captures what Apple's about as much as this one. And who owns ABC? Disney. I know these guys.
Most people, some people here, but I don't think most people know that there was actually some Microsoft software in that Apple II computer. Do you want to talk about what happened there, how that occurred?
The original Apple II BASIC, the integer BASIC, we had nothing to do with. But then there was a floating point one where, and I mostly worked with Woz on that.
Let me tell this story.
So Woz.
How are you?
Oh, thank you for asking. Well, I'm vertical. When it scrolls like butter.
So, up to 250,000 photos. Scrolls like butter. Wait a minute. And I want to just highlight one of the new places you can use your iPod. Gil was a nice guy, but he had a saying. He said, Apple is like a ship with a hole in the bottom, leaking water. And my job is to get the ship pointed in the right direction. We've got cards and letters from lots of people that say that iTunes is their favorite app on Windows.
Actually,
it's like giving a glass of ice water to somebody in hell. Quoted recently as saying if he didn't work for Microsoft, he would buy a Mac, and he's retiring soon, so I've alerted our Seattle stores to keep an eye out for him. And today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus?
No, I would not. What's the greatest misunderstanding? Ding, right. But thank you, Steve. About your relationship. I mean, you're obviously going to go down in history as history books already said kind of thing. But what's the greatest misunderstanding between your relationship and about each other? What would you say would be this idea of catfight? This idea of which one of the many?
We've kept our marriage secret for over a decade now.
Canada. That trip to Canada. Mm-hmm. was there?
Hi, Steve. It's Tim. I've got the results from last quarter. Revenue was, I'll just wait and tell you when I see you in person. Good luck on the keynote. See you there.
Good morning, Starbucks and how can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to order 4,000 lattes to go, please. No, just kidding. Wrong number. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Clicker is not working. All right. They're scrambling backstage right now. That's when NBC calls. I just wanted to mention this. It is magical. I know it because I got this email. I was sitting in a cafe with my iPad, and it got a girl interested in me. The first one, an all-new design. Now, stop me if you've already seen this. Believe me, you ain't seen it. You've got to see this thing in person. It is one of the most beautiful designs you've ever seen. You'll be able to buy this right on your phone for $4.99 if we approve it. And, you could help me out if you're on Wi-Fi, if you could just get off. 200 apps every second. Poof, there's another 200. I mean, we never saw ourselves in a platform war with Microsoft. I mean, maybe that's why we lost. But my sex life is pretty good these days. How's yours?
It's great. Thanks for asking. It's great.
Don't ask.
Why should I believe them? They're the ones that brought me Mobile Me.